Welcome, dear listener. Tonight's tale is not just a story. It is a mirror, one that reflects your thoughts, your struggles, and the invisible battles happening inside your mind. Sit back, breathe slowly, let the noise around you fade. Because this story may just remind you that the greatest enemy we ever face is often the one living inside our own head. Dev was a young man with a quiet face and a mind that never stopped talking. From the moment he woke up to the moment he closed his eyes, his thoughts ran wild, faster than his breath, louder than his heart. At work, small mistakes felt like disasters. At home, silence felt like judgment. When he walked in the street, he imagined everyone staring, whispering. He feared failure before he even tried. He carried worries that didn't belong to him, and slowly, everything he feared began to come true. He lost friends because he thought they secretly disliked him. He lost opportunities because he believed he wasn't good enough. He lost peace because his mind had become a storm he could no longer control. One night, after a long day of anxiety, Dev whispered to himself, "My mind is destroying me." He felt helpless, alone, lost in a world he built inside his own head. One evening, Dev walked to the lakeside near his town. He sat on a large stone, head in his hands, while the sky turned orange and the water grew still. An old man was sitting nearby, a fisherman with silver hair and eyes that looked like they had seen many storms and many sunrises. The old man approached slowly and asked, "Son, why do you look heavier than the lake itself?" Dev tried to smile. "I don't know how to stop my thoughts," he said. "It feels like they're controlling my whole life." The old man nodded gently, as if he had been waiting to hear those words. He picked up 2 stones from the shore. One was rough and jagged. The other was smooth and round. He placed both in Dev's hands. "Tell me," he said softly, "which one hurts you when you hold it tight?" Dev squeezed both stones. The jagged stone cut into his palm. "This one," Dev said. "Good," said the old man. "Now drop the smooth stone." Dev let it fall into the sand. "Now drop the jagged one," the old man said. Dev hesitated. "It hurts," he whispered. The old man smiled gently. "Yes, but you're still holding it." Dev slowly opened his hand and allowed the sharp stone to fall. "It only hurts," said the old man, "because you refuse to let go." He has tanned skin, he wears simple clothes. The fisherman then pointed to Dev's heart. "Your mind gives you 2 thoughts every day," he said. "One smooth, one jagged. But you hold the painful ones tighter." Dev looked at his empty hands. His palms still stung where the stone had cut him. "Why do we hold the painful thoughts?" he asked. The old man sat beside him. "Because the mind is a master until you learn to become its teacher," he continued. "Your mind is like this lake. If the wind blows, the water shakes. If your worries blow, your mind shakes. But when the wind stops, the lake becomes calm again. Your mind can too." Dev felt something soften inside him. For the first time in months, he felt understood. The old man raised 3 fingers. "Listen carefully, Dev. If you master these 3 things, your mind will no longer control your life. 1. Stop feeding the fear. Your thoughts grow when you give them attention. Stop asking, what if? Start saying, even if. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the refusal to feed it. 2. Return to the present. Most pain lives in the past or future, but peace lives right here, in the air you breathe, in the ground under your feet, in this very moment. 3. Choose your stones. You decide which thoughts you hold and which you drop. Some thoughts hurt, some heal, but all of them belong to you. From that day on, Dev didn't magically become fearless, but he became aware. He watched his thoughts the way the fisherman watched the lake, with patience, with attention, with quiet understanding. When a painful thought arrived, he didn't fight it. He simply said, "You may pass," and let it drift away like a leaf on water. Slowly, his mind softened, his breathing steadied, his steps became lighter. He slept better, worked better, lived better. The storm inside him no longer controlled his life because he had learned to control the winds that created it. Dear friend, this story whispers a truth we all forget. Your mind can be your greatest enemy or your strongest ally. It all depends on who is in control. Thoughts have power, but only the power you give them. You can calm your mind. You can silence fear. You can rebuild your life from the inside out. You just have to begin with one choice. Let go of the jagged stone. Thank you for listening, dear soul. If this story gently touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe so more people can learn to quiet their storms and find their peace again. You deserve a calm mind, a peaceful heart, and a life that feels like your own. Tonight, whisper to yourself, I am the master of my mind, and my mind will not destroy my life.